What kind of success do you think Nelson Peltz is going to have here? And clearly Bob Iger and the rest of the board, are giving him the Heisman.
Yeah, I mean, right now, this seems like a little bit of an ego clash, right? You've got Iger, who, in the past, apparently once, invited Peltz to speak to him and to kind of talk to the board long before he had a stake in Disney when Iger was in charge. You've got Iger, who seems to kind of be bristling that Peltz wants in, kind of saying, hey, I'm making the changes, leave me alone. Then you have Peltz in kind of the try-in response yesterday, I guess, or statement, talking about how he was kind of pushed off. He was given, as you say, the Heisman. Iger wouldn't talk to him yet because he was sailing his yacht off the coast of New Zealand. So right now, I think you have an ego clash, and these two sides just have to get together and put this behind them because Disney has too big of problems to have this be the headline.
But is this just about an ego clash? I'm going to do a little armchair psychoanalysis of what I think Bob Iger is doing as the CEO of Disney, I think, which is he's come back to this company, I think, because he loves the company and is trying to set this company up not for the next 2 years or 4 years or 5 years, but for like a decade. I mean, I think this is about, for him at this point, it's a legacy situation, which I think is actually a different goal to some degree than what Nelson may be after in the short term. I know, I'm sure Nelson would bristle at the idea that he's short term and somehow Bob Iger's long term. But I think, historically, an activist investor gets in and there is an exit. Whereas I think that there's something else going on at Disney right now. Am I wrong?
No, by the way, I think you're right about that. But I think if these two guys were in a room, Peltz's response would be, you had a lot of time to set up your legacy. You left, and then you had to come right back because it apparently didn't work last time. So let me have a seat at the table to help you maybe realize that vision of legacy. And look, if I being Tryon, if we make some money in 4 or 5 years in the short term, good for everybody.
One of the things that you hear inside of the Disney universe is they go, what does Nelson Peltz know about the media business? What do you think of that?
I don't think they're wrong necessarily. He doesn't have a huge amount of experience in the media business. But the reality is, he's been, and this is true of a lot of activists, but this is true of Peltz. He doesn't necessarily have one lane. He's not just tech or consumer products. He's been in a variety of these different places. And he'll basically look at it and say, you know what, the things that I want to do, the things Nelson Peltz wants to do, a lot of it is about structure. A lot of it is just about deciding which business lines are working and which aren't and kind of streamlining some back end things. And again, Iger and Disney will look at this and say, we're doing a bunch of this stuff. Leave us alone. And Peltz's response is, you've got an open board seat. I'm not going to control the company. I'm not asking to become CEO. Just let me sit there and be an advisor like I have been, or a board member / advisor voter like I've been to other companies, because I can help you grow. I can adapt to media like I can adapt to other things.
And it sounds like we got to run, but it sounds like your bet is they put him on the board, or you're arguing they should put him on the board?
I'm not arguing they should. My argument is they will, and maybe they should, just because this is a giant distraction, headache, and Disney's got a lot of challenges, and it's just not something they need to be spending time on right now.
It is a longer debate, and I hope we can have it. Dan, it's great to see you. Have a great weekend.
You too.